What is up, guys? Welcome in, everybody. Um, got some breaking news here late. Um, I know that basically this is probably not the most shocking breaking news that you've ever heard. I'm at my family's house, so I'm not in my regular setup, but I felt the need to report on this. I feel like that owe that to you guys. Drake May, who is probably going to be the number one overall pick in the draft, will not play in the Dukes Mayo Bowl. He has decided to enter the NFL draft. And with some of the numbers you've seen people get offered out there, like Marvin Harrison getting offered like 25 million, he had to turn down a boatload of money. But yeah, so Drake May is going to enter the draft. And coming from a WVU perspective, this is significant. Um, Drake May is an excellent player, and it's not just him. There are two other players, which I will get to. Keenan Cummings wrote an excellent article on that. I believe it was Keenan. The boys over at Rivals wrote an excellent article on that. Let me get the names of those guys really quick. We got, let's see, Tez Walker and then Avery, which is a defensive back for North Carolina. I'm going to pull this in closer to me. North Carolina will be down three pieces in the Dukes Mayo Bowl. Starting quarterback Drake May, leading wide receiver Devontae Walker, and leading tackler Cedric Gray. So I apologize, it's Gray, not Avery. Will not suit up for the Tar Heels in the game against West Virginia, each also declaring for the NFL. May is the biggest loss for the Tar Heels as he is projected to be the picked high in the 24-24 draft, possibly number one overall, with some believing the sophomore has a shot at being the top choice. 6'4", 230, ACC Player of the Year. Obviously, came on extremely strong last year. Walker played in 8 games. He had 41 catches, 99, and 7 touchdowns. The Kent State transfer was limited to just 8 games after initially having his waiver for immediate eligibility denied. Sort of a Raekwon Battle situation there if you're a West Virginia fan. But recorded 3 100-yard receiving games over that span. So he kind of put on tape, I think, what he wanted to put on tape. And then that's that. And then Gray was the first team All ACC selection in 2022 with 145 tackles. Followed that up with 121 and 5 sacks this season in 12 games. These are three top tier kind of players. I mean, these are all ACC and beyond type players. So I have seen the backup quarterback, Matthew Swanson. Yes, he is absolutely a stud. Very similar to Kyler Murray in the way he runs it. They haven't really seen him toss it around very much. It's going to pose a problem for us. I don't think this is going to be a walk in the park, but I would still rather face. I would still rather face this kid than Drake May. So and Drake May is not exactly statuesque in the pocket either. So he can run and make plays, and so it's significant for the Mountaineers. Is it going to put an asterisk beside our ninth win if we get it? Absolutely. But 9 wins is still 9 wins if we get it. ESPN also put out an article I thought was kind of interesting. We want to read that really quick. My apologies. I'm having to do this all basically improv today. It says North Carolina quarterback Drake May. Well, let me get that comment off the screen. Sorry, Matthew. All right, so it says North Carolina quarterback Drake May has entered the NFL draft. North Carolina quarterback Drake May, one of the top NFL prospects in college football, tells ESPN that he's foregoing the remainder of his eligibility at UNC to declare for the NFL draft. A redshirt sophomore, May started all 26 games of his career during the past 2 seasons at UNC, and he told ESPN on Monday that he will not play in the Dukes Mayo Bowl against West Virginia. He'll leave the school a 17-9 record as a starter. Just sitting down with my family and the people I trust most in life, including my coaches, Maye said. This is the best decision for me and my future. It was my lifelong dream to play quarterback in North Carolina, and I get a chance to check off another dream and play quarterback in the NFL. Maye is a contender to be the number one pick in the NFL draft, and his decision to declare sets the stage for a potential months long debate for that spot. USC quarterback Caleb Williams has not declared his intentions for 24, but has also made clear he's not playing in the postseason. So that's interesting. Some of the sport's biggest powers expressed interest in May of the 2022 season, but he said he never wavered on his commitment to UNC and has no regrets. This is a place I wanted to play quarterback. Thinking back over my time in college, I couldn't imagine playing anywhere else. Last spring, when you heard rumors flying around after the season about me transferring somewhere else, it wouldn't have sat right with me and my family and the legacy I'm trying to leave in North Carolina. I wanted to play it here at North Carolina, and I wouldn't change a thing. So I'm going to stop there. I have a lot of respect for that, and it sounds like he's been pretty transparent with the fans, you North Carolina fans, if there's any of you watching this, whether that's before, during, or after this video. Gotta respect Drake Maye and how he's handled the situation. Certainly, if you're a North Carolina fan, you would want to have seen him play more than 2 seasons. It's just, it's kind of hard to get used to kids getting ready for the NFL so quickly. But I mean, at the end of the day, he did 3 years there. He's 21 years old. He can enter the draft. It's going to be tough. Yeah, our defense is going to be ravaged, to say the least. We're going to be playing a lot of young players. It's probably going to be a bit of a shootout. I would imagine West Virginia, the goal would be we're going to probably control the ball, try to, and play clock control and just limit their possessions so that our defense doesn't have to be out there as long, and then hopefully we can get some type of apology. I'm having a brain fart. Turnover or something. So, what's up, Tyler Cobb? Just hopping in. I think Drake Maye is not playing, and he's huge. However, I'm slightly worried about our defense. Absolutely, man. Real quick, guys, want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this show, as always, really quick. So let's do that real quick. I'm not going to be on here long, guys. Really just wanted to update this, to be honest. So this is going to be a really short live video. But this episode of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football is brought to you by Dutch Miller Automotive, where friends and family pricing means you get the best deal right up front on any new or pre-loved vehicle in stock every time. With brands like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Hyundai, Ford, GMC, Buick, and Subaru, the Dutch Miller Automotive family is always growing and ready to put you in the car or truck you've been searching for. Check out our inventory across West Virginia at DutchMillerAuto.com, or you can come in today to the home of friends and family pricing, only at a Dutch Miller Automotive store near you. So let me know in the comments, guys, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, whether that be in North Carolina peeps. If you want to see some stuff for the upcoming game about West Virginia, we'll be doing that preview. Still trying to find a Tar Heel to connect with on that. I've had a couple reach back out to me. Still nobody really to do the preview of the game with. Now, especially if this has happened, I'm going to need somebody that can dig deep into the roster and kind of give me what's going on. Tell me what's up with the North Carolina situation. And then I'll hopefully have to dive deep on the West Virginia side of things and really talk about guys like Jacoby Spells that are probably going to play a significant amount in this game. Hopefully Aubrey Burks plays in this game. We're going to need his veteran leadership in the back end of the defense. Keyshawn Cobb just transferred. So we're going to be missing pieces, and it's going to be tough. What's up, Mountaineer Lair with Kenny? How you doing, brother? I am doing well, man. Doing well. Just sitting here at the family's house. Hanging out. Saw this news come across the ticker. Thought I'd do a quick live on it. So that's pretty much the long and short of it, man. So glad you checked in with me. I'm doing well. Good, man. I really don't have a whole lot else to say other than what I said. Um, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Yes, Tyler Cobb, we are without CJ and Preston Fox, which doesn't help matters any. At least that's although I've checked with all my sources and nobody has said definitively that CJ is out. There is that rumor flying around out there, and um, nobody's denying it either. So I think, from what I was told from one of my sources in the media, one things that Neil Brown and company asked the guys in the media to do, if they can, is just kind of keep their nose out of the injuries, because really you don't want to give a team a competitive advantage. You want them preparing for C.J. Donaldson, and so there's really no need to have to report that. It's not the NFL, so I think that's why we haven't heard a lot about it. We'll see. At the end of the day, I think it's I've heard it's a labrum. That's not significant. I mean, it is as far as it's 5-6 months, but it's not lower body. It's not something I expect him to be scared to play with down the line. And CJ was a huge part of the offense this year, and we need him next year. No doubt about it. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Like the video if you haven't liked it. Everybody that's in the chat room right now, if you don't care to jump out and just hit that like button for me, seriously, man, I would really appreciate that. What's there in here right now? I can't even tell. It won't even tell me. I can't even tell right now. My phone's all jacked up the way I'm doing this, but everybody that's in here, if you hit the like button, it would mean a ton to me. It really would. And then if you're watching this after the fact, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about Drake Maye missing the bowl game and giving the Mountaineers even better shot than they had before to win this football game. Really hope you guys have a nice week. Thanks. Appreciate that, Kenny. Really do appreciate that, man. Hope you guys have a nice rest of your week. It's just getting started. It's basically Tuesday. I'm going to try to have a good one for mine. Until then, this has been another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talk Football, guys. We're going to jump out early tonight. Nothing really else to talk about that I know of. Waiting for some news to drop on some transfers. Looking forward to that. Thank you guys for jumping in here for this quick live. And this has been another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talk Football. This episode is over. I'm out.